I'm here in Lee Selby's gym in Barry. I'm delighted to be joined by Ellie Cain.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Ellie, I guess this is your first interview?
Yes, it is actually. Yeah, it is.
Okay, so just tell the viewers a little bit about yourself, how you started boxing, how old you are, that type of thing.
So my name is ELLIE CAIN, I'm 17 and I was originally a 7-wheel champion kickboxer, and I decided to move on to Taekwondo because it was in the Olympics and I just thought why not, and I got an injury and I decided to move to boxing last December with Lee Selby, and ever since then it's been great. So
apart from the obvious things, I mean, what are the main differences between boxing and Taekwondo and your previous combat sports?
Well, Taekwondo and boxing is like the most completely different sport, because Taekwondo you can only use your legs, and boxing is obviously always at hands. But kickboxing is a mixture of legs and hands, knees, elbows, so all the jazz really, yeah.
Was that difficult for you when you first started boxing, especially with the footwork and obviously the hands, that type of thing?
Well, I wanted to kick somebody in a spar, but obviously I didn't. But the good thing is that Taekwondo's footwork really helps me in the boxing. It helps me get away from situations and it helps me come forward. So it's not really been a hard transition for me.
So how many fights do you have when you're competing in Taekwondo?
So in Taekwondo I've had about 40 fights, but in kickboxing I had 300. So including Europeans, world titles, so I've had quite a lot of experience, but in boxing I've only had 4.
So I mean, how, that experience you got in kickboxing, Taekwondo, I mean, how does that translate to boxing? I mean, what level of experience would you put yourself at?
Well, I wouldn't say that I'm like the best, but I'm still catching up to the girls who have been doing boxing a longer time than me. But a couple of months ago I won the Welsh title against Fionn Wilmot, who is much more experienced. So I put myself at quite a high level, but obviously not the highest level at the moment. But I will be soon.
And what was winning that Welsh title like for you?
Fab. I loved it. I trained so hard. That was my second fight. I had a straight final and I won by a unanimous decision. And I was in the ring and I didn't really know the rules properly because they said go to the corner and I went to the wrong corner, so I had to, but yeah, no, it was an amazing experience.
And what was the fight like yourself?
Good, actually. I was so surprised because I felt, before a fight I'm like nervous, I overthink everything, but when I was in the ring it just felt normal and natural to me. I felt like it was the place I wanted to be, so it was good.
And you're training here with Lee Selby, former world champion. Yeah. What's that like?
Amazing. I met Lee when I was about 8 or 9 years old for just a session because I loved watching his fights when I was a little girl. And Lee said, if you ever want to do boxing in the future, when you're 16 years old, come to me. And right when I was 16 years old, I ended up here with him, so it was absolutely amazing. He's the best coach, honestly.
And has he got to teach you things slightly differently from the other boxers just because of your kickboxing background?
Well, he teaches me the same. Obviously I train with the pros, so there's not really amateurs here, but obviously he needs to teach me the basics a little bit more, so then once I get the basics sorted then I can start moving on to harder things. But no, he treats me the same. It's really good. And
who do you spar with in the gym?
So Monique B downstairs, spar with Monique. I sparred with some of the boys like Joe, Harris. Obviously they're not going to hit me as hard, but I do spar with the boys. And then obviously I train in my stig as well, so I spar Maddie and just a couple of other girls around the area.
So the gym in my stig is a Llinvi Valley Boxing Club.
Yeah.
A really good boxing gym. I mean, what's it like training there?
Amazing. It's the atmosphere. It's always busy, always music blasting. Adrian's just an amazing coach, so supportive, and he's been helping me as well because obviously I'm new to the sport, so the gym's amazing. Good gym.
I mean, how far is it for you to travel down to my stig for your sessions?
Oh, and just over the hour. Same here with Barry. I live in Brecon, so just over the hour, both places.
Wow, so you're very dedicated to the sport to be travelling that sort of distance?
Yeah, of course I am. In Taekwondo I had to train all the way in Manchester. So that's a 4-hour drive from my house, and then kickboxing was just over the hour as well, so nothing's really close to where I live, so I've got to travel, and especially to be with Lee I've got to travel to be with the best, so that's what I'm going to do.
Fair play, dedication to your cause. I just got to ask you about, you had a boxing match in my stag in the Celtic Rugby Club about, was it 3-4 months ago?
Yeah.
I mean, I filmed the show and I was sitting next to your family, and I just got to say the atmosphere was amazing. The fight was absolutely brilliant.
Thank you very much. It was a bit of a wild fight. I mean, a bit of a wild fight. My family are just wild. I love them. They come to every fight, always support me, make me, when I'm tired, they make me drive on and motivate me forward. So it was an amazing fight.
And I can't remember her name. Who was the opponent you were fighting on the night?
Fionn Evans, yeah.
But have you boxed Fionn in the past?
No, actually, no, I haven't. So Fionn Wilmot, it was in the same gym as Fionn Evans. So I fought Fionn in the Welsh Championships, Fionn Wilmot, and I beat Fionn. So then, obviously, they had a different Fionn in the gym, so they requested to come and fight me. So it was quite good that I got to beat 2 Fionns from the same club. That was quite nice.
But I thought it was interesting in that fight. I mean, it's on YouTube if people want to watch it. It's an absolutely amazing contest. Probably fight of the night on that night of amateur boxing in the Celtic. But you two were like just going at it, knocking lumps for each other. Yeah. And then every time the referee said break or something, you would happily step back and you touch gloves and then you just go for it again.
Yeah, go for it again. I love a scrap because in kickboxing that's all it is. It's just constant. But obviously as I progress on to better levels, and I've got the Baron Box Cup coming up this weekend, I've obviously got to box a bit more and not be as rushing on my opponents. So that's what I'm learning more in the gym now.
And what's the big boxing dream for you then?
Well, my dream is to go to the Commonwealth, win gold, and then go to the Olympics then, and then turn pro after that.
So I suppose you'd be looking at getting into the GB squad?
Yeah, GB squad, first off the Welsh squad full time, and then I would like to go to GB squad and obviously get to the Olympics. That's my dream. Okay,
brilliant stuff. How can people follow your career? Are you on Instagram, Facebook, that type of thing?
I'm on Instagram and I'm on Facebook at ELLIE CAIN 8176. So just give me a follow.
And have we any sponsors or any people you'd like to give a shout out to?
Yeah. So Damien Martin, BD Roofing, thank you very much. He's my main sponsor, he is.
And how does his financial support help you?
It helps me massively because obviously he provides me with kit, he helps me get places with fuel money. So he's just been an amazing sponsor for me, and I'd just like to thank him very much.
Okay, thank you very much for the time this morning. I can see you raring to go, ready to get down to action. Don't go kicking me now with the camera. Good luck for the future, and hopefully we'll be seeing you in the Commonwealth Games and Olympics in the next few years.
Thank you.
Brilliant, lovely, awesome. Thank you very much.